Call like Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai Wahawar Kakudash. This lesson I'm going to be going into, the desperation of Satan and the demons. Double honors to the hopefully like elder apostles, slave to be saved. Lord, want to start with those of the GMS church. Shalom to the rest that may be under the same doctrine. On to the brothers in the order at this faction of this hopeful elect assembly. Shalom, giving diligence in all truth, faith, and sincerity. And onward to the rest of you, Akim, doing likewise. Shalom, and to the rest of you believers also and on his faith of the Bashmi outside of this like race. You women, men, and children of the, the hopefully elect, man. Of the hope of those that's hoping to go on to be, the house of David, man. The Israelites that's gonna make it, But to stay on topic, like I said, in this lesson, I'm going to be addressing Satan's desperation, man. This is a desperate, power of the power, man. A desperate, a desperate individual, man. Salaki. Yeah, he want to do everything, He want to do everything to beat you to win, As the time progresses, as you get deeper to the truth, time goes on and you're still in it, the desperation he just gets more desperate. Okay, matter of fact, let me grab that. 1 Peter 5:8, be sober, be vigilant, because I'm going to read this in the NLT. Stay alert. Watch out for your great enemy, the devil. Yeah. He's the opponent. He's trying to beat you at pretty much this chess game, which is life, which really isn't a game. But, if you had to compare it to something, you could say it's like a chess game, because it all comes down to the moves you make, the certain precautionary measures you take, how prudent you can be seeing, things coming down the pipeline, and how you pretty much respond, how prudent you show yourself to be by responding to that, to pretty much stop yourself from being overcome by that. Yeah, let me grab that too. Proverbs 22:3, it says, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. Yeah, I'm going to read that in the NLT. It says, a prudent person foresees the danger and takes precautions. See? So there it is. You see something down the line, in this life, and, it's just like with the prophecies, okay, America is the Lord is about to start killing these women, if you a woman, for being, haughty, walking forth with stretched forth necks, missing as they go, want to be like the celebrities, the Rihannas, the women of our race that are pretty much esteemed and made valuable by completely ignoring their value and just degrading themselves, by dressing skimpy and etc. You women, that seed that's in this truth, that seed, the Lord has it out for those women. They about to start getting judged and invoked. And that's exactly what we're seeing happen now. So and I'll say you to see that, before it actually start happening on the level it's about to happen on, which is now, you take the precautionary measures and okay, I see this is coming. Let me get anything out of my circumference my wardrobe, or out of my mindset, my spirit, out of my my network, as far as things I may watch or be able to watch or be exposed to watching based off what I watch. And let me look at my the people that I may be exposed to that may be like this, that are women, and let me completely get rid of all of that. Let me get that completely away from me and not have that attached to me, so I don't get hit. See that? And it's the same thing That's just an easy example. That's the same thing for men. You know what I'm saying? You see, just it's being wise. Okay, is out for simps. So women are about to start taking hold of men. So there's no point of chasing women. There was never a point in chasing women. You know what I'm saying? So let me go ahead and lock in. The Lord is about to take out anybody still saying they're black, and not taking this thing. It's just so many things you see down the line. You're like, okay, I see that's about to hit, or they about to touch this. Let me, I'm not saying be a stockpiler, but let me stock up on this. They about to discontinue this. Let me, you know what I'm saying? That's the things like that. So a prudent person foresees the danger and takes precautions. It says the simpleton goes blindly on and suffers the consequences. Yeah. And I'm gonna read that in a KJV. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. And so that's likened unto what? Chess. Because on the chessboard, you already when you go into the game of chess, you told what's gonna go on. You told what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? That's like prophecy before you even play. Going into what? Jeremiah 28, and I'm gonna start at 7. Nevertheless, hear thou now this word that I speak in thine ears and in the ears of all the people. Yeah, all the people. That's like, somebody got a chess game set up and you getting ready to play next, and they the holder of it. You know what I'm saying? They like, yo, this is how you play. This is what this game comes with. This is what, this is basically what the Lord is doing. He's prepping. You entering into his into this board game that he owns. Okay. And if you want to be a victor, you got to do the things that make you victorious. But this is what can happen. This is what's all going to pretty much happen in this game, if you will. Okay. So it goes on to say what? The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war. Right. So it's going to be men set up, in this game, that everything comes down to. They're going to be like the GPS. They're going to tell you what's going to happen. And they're going to, be about war, because in this game, in this life, which is not a game, we're subjected to wars. Wars are had on earth. And with us being at the end of the world, war is more dangerous to be subject to than ever before, because they have something known as missiles, and all these sanctions, and all the technology has advanced, and through certain wars breaking out, there's different laws, legislations that could be passed to pretty much take away the say-so for people on a level that has never been before. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have prophets that's telling you about this, that these things are to come. Now, it says, now also they're going to tell you, well, the Most High, whose name is Yahweh and the name of his son Yahweh Shai, is in control of all of that. And it's a way, if you use him, you can win. You can win. You won't be, you'll come out on top. But it says, and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. See that? So these are the things that come with this life, or, in this chess game. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be evil. It's going to be diseases, wars, warnings of war, all these different things you're going to have to look out for, and with knowing that, you're able to go about the game in the way you need to, this life in the way you need to not be hit by these very things that can get you destroyed. Because these are things you want to look out for in this life. You know what I'm saying? These are the major things, man. Countries going against countries, and, there's so many details of that actually affect people more than they realize, man. That's why gas is so expensive. It's so expensive than it's ever been, but it ain't even hit nowhere yet. That's why food is going up. These are the reasons why they could say, because, you know, the scriptures talk about, Yahushua talked about rumors of wars. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so with going into this, these are the things you upped against, and these are things we got to fight against. And these are the things that Satan want to actually keep out of our, you know, he either going to use to get us affected, or he's going to play off of, you know. These are things he wants to keep you distracted from. Now, if you could beat these things, you come out top. You can come out on top, because obviously Satan he's really the power behind all of this evil, you know. Period. That's of Satan to bring pestilence and evil and get people killed and get people judged and have people, you know, arguing and all these different things. Ultimately, to get you judged. And the ultimate way he can get you, you know, jacked up is by one of those. You know what I'm saying? Get you how you die by disease, how you die by pestilence, by war, all of these different things, right? He's trying to beat you with. That's what he's playing with. That's what's on this board game, you know? And he's trying to pretty much use anything he can to get you hit with that. So, for example, if pestilence is coming, he gonna send you women. A lot of women can give you pestilence. You know what I'm saying? They, you know, the jab that could be a contaminating thing. You know, and you dealing with women and all this other stuff. So it's just, you know, you all caught up in being amongst people, you know, and say they took something that they can, you know, that has had disease in it that they can spread. You know what I'm saying? And you all, you know, so it's just something. This ain't to, you know, be on a live in a bubble scenario. Just to say that's the things that's going to take people out. Pestilence, evil, you know, and war ultimately. How? Well, in the World War III, that's nuclear missiles. That's prophesied and promised to hit America and take out all these people that will have lost to Satan. You know, checkmate, you know, if that happens to you, you know, or anything prior, which would be just bad things, which is the evil, you know, and or pestilence, disease. You see, so with him trying to beat you with these things, he has to find a way. He has to have pawns. He has to find a way to get these things to you by different distractions. But now that you know what to look out for, and that's what he's trying to use to beat you, right? And you getting better and better, he becomes more desperate now. You know what I'm saying? He's willing to try anything. Okay. So this is 1 Peter 5 and 8 back in the KJV. It said, you know, when we finish this in NLT, it says, stay alert, watch out for your great enemy, the devil. He prowls around like a roaring lion, looking for someone to devour. Yeah, stand firm against him and be strong in your faith. See that? Remember that your Hamashiach brothers and sisters are all over the world going through the same kind of suffering you are, but more so in the KJV, it says, whom resist steadfast in the faith, right? You're supposed to, resist this dude. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to give you things, he's trying to bait you to make certain moves so he can beat you, you know what I'm saying? Get you hit by one of these many ways that people about to be taken out, you know? And it says, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. You see? And it could be manifold. You got what? You got, basically other brothers and sisters dealing with the same thing that has this truth, but, him pretty much using these particular tactics, you know what I'm saying, to take out Jakes that's in the world. Literally, they're spiritually in the world. Matter of fact, let me grab that. 2 Corinthians 4, and I'm gonna read this in the NLT. I'm gonna read this in the KJV. It says, in whom the God of this world, right, which is Satan, because gods are worship, and this same world is going on when Yahweh was here, and he hasn't came back yet. So we know that this is the same world, right? That is going on now. When he came, what happened to him? Satan came to him, right? And he told him to bow down and worship him like a god. So that god of this world is really Satan, but is working through his physical counterpart Esau. You know what I'm saying? And other different things ways of his, you know, that people worship, which really just go back to him. It says, in whom the God, like he told him, he said, if you bow down and worship me, I'm gonna give you everything. So really people that got everything is, but they got them benefits without knowing the Lord. They worship Satan in some way, man. They worship the so-called white man, or outright knowingly worship Satan. But it says, in whom this world, the God of this world, hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Mashiach, who is the image of the Most High God, should shine unto them. Yeah. So he completely went out of his way to blind these people. He wants to, he's desperate. You know, he's going to send all type of things your way to keep you blinded from what, you know, you need to look out for and not be beaten by, you know. And then in the NLT, it says, in the NLT, it says, Satan, who is the God of this world, see, has blinded the minds of those who don't believe. They are unable to see the glorious light of the good news, because he done sent them all type of distractions, and boom, these are the same people that's down by disease in these bad times, and they're going to ultimately die, you know, in the war. You know what I'm saying? That World War III, those nuclear missiles, these jakes. It says they don't understand this message about the glory of a Mashiach, who is the exact likeness of the Most High. Yeah, they can't see why it doesn't make sense to pay attention to these things of now and these things that he's actually being allowed to send to you, Satan, by the Most High. And instead worship the Heavenly Father, be focused on the Heavenly Father. Satan is desperate, man. He wants you to do anything he can. He wants to do anything he can to keep you from seeing the moves you need to make. And that these are the major things. And someone that actually is playing against you, you know, and it's him. He trying to take you out, man. Checkmate. You make this move, okay, it was a good move. He coming with the next one. You know, he's desperate. These demons is desperate. They don't want you working on yourself. They don't want you being pro-life. They don't want you being focused. They don't want things, you know, they don't want you working on your temple, you know, working on yourself. They don't want you being a good brother, sister, believer, you know, husband, wife, whatever, you know. Single, brother by herself, woman by herself, sister by, you know, they don't want that, man. Getting your health together, he does not want that. So he's gonna send different things to get you thrown off. He's gonna come to you in dreams. You know what I'm saying? He can come to you in the form of your kids, different distractions. He come to you in the form of money. He's desperate. He come to you in the form of a woman that's acting like she's for you, but she's actually sent to get you killed. She's not for you at all. You know? She completely look how you want her to look, but she's nothing. She's not for you at all. She's nothing how you would want her to be like. And you will get caught up in that. You're like, okay, let me lock this in. You know? You gotta really remember that Satan is getting desperate and you in this chess game, man. You know? When you go into that word blinded, okay, in the Hebrew, it's like in the Greek, it says what? To blunt the mental discernment. Yeah, he's trying to dull you by saying, you know, it's crazy. To blunt, because blunt means dull. To dull the mental discernment. He's trying to take down your discernment, man. Let's get that word discernment real quick. Okay, it says what? The ability to judge well. Yeah, insight, perception, intelligence, sharpness. You know, this is what he's trying to blind you. You know, he's trying to dull how intelligent you are by giving you things. And you'll be able to notice that when you becoming less intelligent, because you starting to deal with stuff that doesn't deal with any intelligence. You find yourself occupied in these things, you know, dull your sharpness, your wisdom. You know, you ain't listening to lessons. You're not listening to who you need to listen to, your counselor. You're not doing videos. You're not reading. You're not praying. You know what I'm saying? You're not fasting. You just completely caught up, through whatever is helping you do that. And however many things is helping you do that. That means Satan is getting desperate. And when you get over those things, he's just going to try something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, man. So, yeah, man. So that's pretty much it. Okay, that's all I really want to bring out through the spirit. These moths is completely getting desperate. Let me grab one more. Luke 22:31. And the Lord said, I'm going to read this in the NLT. Simon, Simon, Satan has asked to sift each of you like wheat. Yeah, going back because he got to get permission by the Heavenly Father. And the Heavenly Father, when you go to the book of Job, he was like, dang, you really basically, and speak like, man, you really trying to get me to destroy this dude, man, because he's desperate. Let me grab that and I'll close out, Yeah, Job 2:3 in the NLT. It says, then the Lord asked Satan, see, because this is how it go down, and then when the verse 1 to tell you that, but it said verse 3, then the Lord asked Satan, have you noticed my servant Job? He is the finest man in all the earth. He is blameless, a man of complete integrity. He fears the Most High and stays away from evil, and he has maintained his integrity, even though you urged me to harm him without cause. See, Satan replied to the Lord, skin for skin, a man will give up everything he has to save his life, but reach out and take away his health and he will surely curse you to your face. So this dude he's really, he completely trying to do his job. He trying to win the game. So he's completely desperate. He got minions working under him, man. Okay, so this is serious. All right, so you just got to understand that, man. So Luke 22:31, and the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan hath desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. But I have prayed for thee, that thy faith fail not. And when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren, yeah, man, because you're going to find moments in this faith where you completely are being distracted and, by some off job. The more focused you are, it's going to be little stupid stuff, But you know what I'm saying? And that's just another attempt of Satan. Then you just realign and you just keep going, man. But you got to keep this in mind. This dude desperate. So call on like Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Wahara Kakodash. You know what I'm saying? Everything he gonna work through is gonna be means of and feeble attempts and people that's completely of desperation. It's all go back to him, whether it's Esau or niggas, So shalom.